Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we are here with a little look at Motorsport Manager, and well, this is awesome to see. There's an F1, GP2, GP3 mod for Motorsport Manager now. I know there have been a couple coming out over the last, obviously since launch, so the last month or so, but this one looks very, very good. So, I've seen it over on Race Department, so I'll try to remember to leave a link down in the description of this video. But basically, what I'm going to do in this video is just sort of look through the mod. So you can see here, interesting stuff here. You can see initially you've got the Ferrari in that picture there. This looks like the Manor, doesn't it? That looks like a Manor, but well, I think it actually is the Manor, but it's been put in the GP2 section. And then we've got GP3 here in the Tier 3 section as well. So I think most of you guys would like me to look through the F1 section first. Still called the World Motorsport Championship here. So let's have a look at the cars. So the liveries aren't obviously going to be like 100% accurate, but that's pretty good. It's got the basic details on it there. Ferrari, that looks quite stunning, to be fair. That looks quite nice. Red Bull, I actually said that looks like one of the best ones so far. That looks pretty realistic. To be honest, I guess they don't have so many of the tiny little sponsors, but overall they do look very, very similar to the real life cars. Obviously the actual car itself is the same for every single one, but the actual liveries are pretty good there. So yeah, very cool stuff here. Is the Renault livery like that? I'm not too sure. Maybe obviously I'm assuming there are slight sort of boundaries that you can't get into with the mod. And also Haas and Sauber is the worst team there as well. So they've switched them up. So Manor isn't in this tier. Okay, have they taken him out? I don't know. That's a bit strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, I guess what they've done is they put Haas here. That makes sense. Okay, so they put Haas here when in real life this Haas team would most likely have been the who would it have been? Come on, Alex, remember who would it have been? It would have been the Manor team, wouldn't it? It would have been the Manor team. So they've switched them around. Manor's obviously been put in tier 2 here. So see there, Chariot. That hasn't been changed there. Sorry, you probably can hear I've got a slight bit of a cold still, so apologies if you can sort of slightly hear that in the commentary here today. But we're just gonna have a quick look at the mod and see whether it's whether it's like up to scratch, whether it's good enough for most of you guys to download. I haven't seen whether it affects my career mode yet. That would be quite strange if it has affected my career mode, but I might actually log into my career mode in a second so we can go and have a look to see and give my live reactions. I don't know whether I'll be disappointed or whatever. To be perfectly honest, I suppose it'd be nice to get the actual team names in the actual career mode to sort of prolong the series a little bit more, to make it a bit more interesting for you guys. Not too sure if that's something you'd like to see, but basically what I'm going to do when it loads is look through all of the teams, all of the drivers, who is who, and yeah, who's like the reserve drivers for certain teams, that sort of thing. And also maybe I can give you a couple of tips to what I would do if I'm just starting off at Motorsport Manager career mode. Obviously I'm not the best at Motorsport Manager, there's no way I'm the best at Motorsport Manager, but I might be able to give you some tips to help you on your way. Okay, so it's taken us straight into a race here. I think this is a tutorial, isn't it? So I think hopefully I can get rid of this as quickly as possible. So we've got Grosjean and Gutierrez in our team here, which is good. Okay, I want to exit this, to be fair. I don't know whether I can, just because I've done all this before. Don't really need to see this again. So let's cancel the tutorial and let's just do the race here then, lads. So Gutierrez starting on very, very worn down tyres. Not exactly sure what he's doing there, but we're just going to quickly sim this race as quickly as possible, guys, and see who comes out on top. Hamilton's up there. Rosberg's having a bad race. It is really nice to have the actual drivers all up there, to be fair. It's like I basically know all of the drivers and who they are from like their fake name in game, but it is good to finally get to know them all in game as well, as the actual names. That's obviously very important. So yeah, guys, I think I will just I'll sim this race and I'll get back to you at the end of it and we'll have a look at what the standings is. So here we are then, guys. This is how that race finished. Basically just simmed it through, didn't really do anything special, just a random strategy there with Grosjean. Finished in 9th place, basically stuck there the whole time. A bit of a surprise to see Hulkenberg a bit higher up than maybe I expected, especially Verstappen behind him as well. That's interesting. Both McLarens outside the top 10. And look at this, the Toro Rossos weren't very good. 17th and 20th, could be actually retired. Gutierrez, why they started him like, I don't know what, 35% tyres? I don't really know. Little bit of sabotage there from Haas because they don't like Esteban Gutierrez. Anyway, so let's just skip through here and have a quick look at all the other drivers. I want to get back to the main menu so we can have a look at where everyone is and look who's the best driver in Tier 2, that sort of thing. And I want to see what drivers have been put into the game because obviously I follow lots of the junior formula and it's interesting to see who's actually been put into the game and how much effort's gone into the mod to how far it actually does stretch. Like who's the random driver from Germany that's half a star rated. What are they called? Something like that. We'll see. Anyway, Gutierrez is only 3-star rating there. Ferrucci, interesting. Probably shouldn't be 3-star rated. I don't think he's quite as good as Gutierrez. Anyway, nice money, 300k in the bank, which is decent. Right, so let's have a quick look here, lads. I want to look at all the other drivers, as I said. So, sponsors, interesting. What sponsors are there? We've got Realistic Shazam. Yes, I know that's a realistic sponsor. I don't know who it is, but we'll just accept it. This isn't going to be a career mode I particularly do. So let's have a quick look at this. Yes, okay, I'm starting to recognise these names already. So, should we just go by age? So, interesting. I recognise quite a few of these names here. Okay, Moto Park. That's interesting. I'm pretty sure these are GP3 names, some of them. Yeah, these are GP3 names. Sorry, these are Formula 3 names, not GP3 names. Okay, so it says with the GP3 logo, but these are all F3 teams, which is just a little thing to point out there, guys. Okay, that's interesting. It's an important little factor in here, guys, that it says GP3 at the front of the game, but this is actually Formula 3 drivers here. So that's interesting. Oh, look, see, Pascal Wehrlein, GP2. Okay, that is a little bit confusing now. I guess it's because there's 11 teams in Formula 1 nowadays, and they can't mod an extra team into the game, as that might sort of break it. So, sorry, an extra team into the top tier, I should say. So that's probably why. Yeah, recognise most of these names here as well. Alfonso Silas Jr., good stuff. Who's the oldest driver in the game then? Kimi Räikkönen. Kubica is in there, awesome stuff. It would be interesting to see who these drivers are in the game, like who they've switched them out as. PK's in there, D'Ambrosio, good stuff. Any interesting people you could potentially pick up here? Not too sure. Have they got like Sergio Canamasis and stuff like that? The random people. It doesn't look like they do. Sergio Canamasis, if I remember. Oh, there he is. Da, da, da. The absolute legend of GP2. That is Sergio Canamasis. Okay, so it hasn't quite got their history the same, but I guess that's just auto-generated by the game anyway. And obviously, yeah, obviously it's not quite switched up here. But is that says he's in GP3? I assume it's not. Oh wait, GP3 is that glitched? Is that glitched? Let's have a quick look. Let's go through. Right, there we go. So GP3, GP2. Does Carlin not have a team in GP2? Doesn't it look like Carlin looked like to be the team that was cut from GP2 as well. And Campos have 3 cars. Okay, this little bit confusing here, lads. Little bit confusing. Why some of them have 3. Oh, I guess they're reserve drivers, aren't they? Guess they're reserve drivers. Apologies. If we look, does it say he's a reserve? Okay, I guess we have to scout all of the drivers to be perfectly honest to know. But what can we do? Should we just pick up Seb Morris? I recognise him. What? Get in the bin, Calamilot. Are you serious? None of these guys want to join an F1 team. Okay, Gustav Malia. Let's just put all of these. Just hopefully it works. I want to see whether we can sign him and then like what it does. It should be exactly the same, shouldn't it? To be perfectly honest. I'll quickly skip through all of this stuff. Esteban Gutierrez listening to offers. What? Grosjean's found God by the look of it. All these interesting things. Grosjean's actually turned into a bit of a beast in my my actual career mode. Or he was a bit of a beast, I should say. He was 37 and like winning a championship. So pretty interesting stuff. So there we go, Gustav Malya. Let's just see what we can do. Sign him, replace Ferrucci, take the breakout. He's got a 1.3 mil breakout clause. Okay, well it just looks exactly the same there. So I just thought I'd just see what that happens like that. So guys, I'm just going to quickly load up my career mode and see what it is looking like. Oh, okay, that's interesting. It doesn't seem to have changed anything. Well, I've got some real sponsors on there and real names on there. Let's have a look at this. Let's go and look at the standings here. So, yeah, so these aren't the actual... Oh, okay. That's strange. It's changed some things, but a lot of things have stayed the same. Like if we go and look in scouting, all of these drivers are still ones from in the game. So that's a little bit strange to me here. That it's changed some things, but not everything. It doesn't affect me though. I quite like. I mean, look, it's changed our name to Moto Park. That is kind of annoying there, but then we're still Team Dragon Racing down here. Okay, so it doesn't. It's hopefully not going to affect me too much here. But oh, it's changed GMA to FIA. Interesting as well. Okay, I'm not sure, guys. I don't even know whether I can uninstall this mod, to be fair. But if I can, what do you guys think? Should I keep this on for the career mode, or do you think it's just going to get too confusing and too annoying? What do you guys think? So there we go. An interesting look at the mod there. Hopefully you guys like to see all the different little factors. Actually, let's go back out of it a second here, guys. Let's quickly go back into here. I just want to explore a couple more things because I think I might have skipped over a couple of things here. So give me a sec, guys. I'm going to quickly have a look through and see what I've missed. Okay, I haven't skipped through here. Let's have a quick look here. So 95 mil team worth, 100 mil team worth. Oh my goodness, mega money. Oh, Force India's a bit of a dip down there. 400 mil on McLaren, 800 million on Ferrari. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's quite crazy. Fan base. Of course, Mercedes have loads of fans. Wonder where all those fans were a couple of years ago, though. Anyway, that's pretty interesting. Bit rude. Drivers we already looked through. Oh, staff, that'd be interesting. Do I recognise this? I'm pretty sure. Actually, if we go and look through scouting, I'll recognise some of the names, I'm sure. Race mechanics. Yeah, Pete Bonington. Yeah, okay. Definitely recognise some of those names here. Interesting stuff. Obviously, I don't know all of the race engineers and designers, that sort of stuff, but I do recognise a few of those names, especially at the top. Pete Bonington, Simon Rene, Dave Robson, I think, Dave Greenwood, Mark Slade. Okay, I do definitely recognise some of them. What about designers? Obviously, Adrian Newey at the top there. Ross Brawn is a free agent. Yes, boys. Pat Simmons, Pat Fry. Yeah, I recognise a lot more of them. Interesting. That's pretty good. It's nice to see they go into the depth there. What about finances? Nothing too special there. Sponsors once again. Oh, what? I thought we accepted that offer. I guess we backed out maybe a bit early. Good stuff. In terms of this, obviously all that sort of stuff's the same. I guess the rules are just from the game as well. So Sergio Canamasa's currently oh, we got to sign him up, lads. He's going to be our main driver. Oh, got to add all in these little things here. Long contract, but oh, it's because we're unscouted. We don't know any of those things for him. That is a little bit strange. Obviously, I'm assuming it's because there are too many teams in GP2 in real life for them to fit into this mod. So that's why some of them have gone down to GP3. But the one thing I'm slightly disappointed in is it does say GP3 right at the start when it isn't GP3. It's actually Formula 3, Euro 3. So that does slightly disappoint me there. I don't know why that couldn't just been changed to make it actually realistic. But overall, very, very happy with this mod, guys. It looks very interesting. Would you like me to do a little career mode on this game? Maybe do one season of Formula 1 in this mod? Would you like me to do that? Let me know in the comment section down below. It wouldn't replace anything on this channel. It would still be Motorsport Manager, F1, all that sort of stuff. So have a great time, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for some more Motorsport Manager content, probably career mode. It's been Matt here.